Hey guys, I'm Jessica and I'm here today to do the, what is this called? To do the AuthorTube Newbie Tag. I was tagged to do this video by Aaron at Beta. He has an awesome channel about writing novels and screenplays, so definitely go check him out. I'll link his channel below. I'll also link the original video for this if you're interested. It has all the questions on it. The first question is, how did you find out about AuthorTube? I didn't really know there was such a thing. Obviously I knew of BookTube. I've been watching channels like Catty-tastic forever, and last year, or maybe it was a couple years ago, I started looking up videos about NaNoWriMo more specifically, and then found more channels that were more focused on writing, and so that's how I got into it. The second question is, what genres do you write in? Typically I write young adult contemporary. I typically focus on things like emotions, tough experiences that teenagers have to overcome. I have written some dystopian, which I also enjoy. I would love to be able to write like comedy, but I don't know if I have it in me. This novel I'm working on this year, it's kind of like a new age thriller mystery, sort of. So does that answer the question? Number 3 is, what is your preferred writing tense? This year I'm writing in first person present. Previously I've written in first person past tense, and typically that's what I've stuck with, but I'm really enjoying present tense this year. I find it kind of easier to write, which is surprising because I always thought past tense was easier to write. But number 4 is, are you a plotter, pantser, or plantser? I think I'm a combination of the two, so like a plantser. I like to have a rough outline and know what's going to happen ahead of time, but then I like to develop the story when I'm writing it as well. And I think I've talked about this a lot in all of my videos, so if you want to go back and watch those, I do discuss this. Number 5 asks, am I published? No, I'm not published yet. That is a goal of mine. It's not something I'm worrying too much about right now. Right now I'm just worrying about improving and working towards having something finished and being able to send it off to people, so I'm not going to worry too much about that at this point. Number 6 asks about what publishing house I would like to be published at, or what agent I would like to use. Again, if I start thinking about this right now, I'm gonna get stressed out, and I don't think that's gonna help my writing at all. Obviously in the future I will have to research this, and it is something that I'm interested in, but for right now I just want to focus on becoming a better writer. Number 7 asks what AuthorTube related videos you can expect to find on my channel. So thus far I've tried to use my experience to kind of give advice videos. I'm not a published author, so that there are some limitations, but I have taught English for the past 6 years. I did 5 years as a high school teacher, and now I teach English at a tech college. And so I feel like I do know some things. This is kind of weird to talk about. And I really enjoy writing and teaching writing, and I just want to share that with other people. So thus far I've had advice videos and then some vlogs about my NaNoWriMo experience. Number 8 asks, when did you start writing? I have loved writing forever. I would say when I was a kid I was more of a reader than a writer, but I definitely enjoyed writing like in school, and I did some on my own. I remember when we got our first computer I was obsessed with like writing on the word processing program, whatever it was back then. I don't know if it was Word or not. I was always kind of afraid to write just because I have always been a perfectionist and I've wanted to be the best at everything, and writing is something I knew I was good at, but I was afraid to share it with other people, and I was afraid of failing. I kept journals all throughout middle and high school and college, and I would write like short stories and songs sometimes. I didn't write my first complete novel until NaNoWriMo of 2012, I believe. And that really changed things for me. It made me feel like I could do it. And then in grad school, I actually took a creative writing class for the first time, and my professor was really awesome. She's actually a published author, and I was talking to her about it one day and talking to her about my goals, and she had read some of my work at this point, and she told me that I should seek an agent, and that just shocked me. Because before I thought I was good at writing, like obviously I'm good at writing essays and that sort of stuff, but it wasn't until then that I felt like I could write fiction and get it published and be successful doing that. Number 9 asks, what is the first story you ever wrote? I really don't know. I should have thought about this before. The first complete thing I ever wrote, I believe, not for school, is I used to write episodes of Boy Meets World, which I guess would kind of be like fan fiction now that I think of it, but I loved Boy Meets World, and I would write scripts with my ideas for the show. So I can't remember when that was, maybe like elementary school. Number 10 asks, what authors have inspired your writing the most? If I'm thinking about classic authors, I might say like Jane Austen and Charlotte Bronte and F. Scott Fitzgerald. And then I love authors like Barbara Kingsolver. I talk about her a lot. For young adult, I love John Green and Rainbow Rowell, and I had a huge Sarah Dessen phase in high school, and I love her. Meg Cabot was another author that I read all throughout my youth, and she really kind of helped shape who I am. There are way too many to name. I had a dream the other night that I met J.K. Rowling, and I had so many questions to ask her, and all she wanted me to do was go on Pottermore and take the house sorting quiz. And I told her, I was like, I took it, it said I was a Hufflepuff, and she was like, no, you're not a Hufflepuff. So I think that was tapping into my underlying desire to be a Ravenclaw, but who knows. I'm definitely a Puff. Number 11 asks, do you schedule your writing time, or do you just get to it when you can? I definitely just get to it when I can. I typically end up writing at night just because that works with my schedule. I thought this year was going to be a little bit easier because I have a more flexible schedule, but I only get little pockets of time throughout the day to write when my baby isn't awake or is playing. I'm able to kind of get some writing in, but I want to be able to schedule it because I feel like it would help tremendously, and I wouldn't stay up so late writing anymore. We have a guest visitor because he woke up from his nap. So I'm on number 12. Number 12 asks, do you type on a computer, typewriter, write everything out by hand, or use a blend of those, and where do you write in general? So I usually type when I'm writing just because it's easier that way. When I'm writing, I usually think too fast and can't keep up by hand, but I do all my planning by hand. And I think this is because I like to draw too, and there's just like more freedom in writing. And it's easier to reference when I have like my notebook sitting beside me and my story up on my computer. It's easier for me to just look through a notebook and find something that I've planned rather than having 2 Word documents. So that's what I typically do. And I generally write like on my couch. I have a desk, and the first 2 NaNoWriMos I did, I used the desk mostly, but I don't know, I've just been using the couch a lot. I think it's because I'm tired all the time now. Number 13 asks, what are you most looking forward to now that you're a part of AuthorTube? I'm excited just to share about my writing and hear about other people's writing and how they're doing, and I think it's a really cool community, and it's something new that I've never done before. Like I said, I've always watched YouTube, but I never pictured myself actually filming and uploading videos, so this is all really new for me. So that is I keep forgetting the name of this. So that is the AuthorTube Newbie Tag. If you would like to do this tag, I tag you. I don't really know who has and hasn't done it. Ooh, I know someone. Katie from Caitlin Williams. I think she was tagged in this already, but I would love to see her do this tag, so I tag her. You should go follow her as well. I really enjoy her videos. Okay, I have got to get back to writing. Are you gonna help me? Are you gonna help? So I hope you guys have a good day. Have an awesome Thanksgiving if you are in the US, and we will see you in a couple days. Bye. Say bye. Mwah. Mwah. Mwah.